I can't hear you. You have to unmute yourself. If you go down to the lower left of your computer, there's a place where you can unmute yourself. Can't hear you. I mean, is everyone muted? I mean, can you hear me? Does anyone have a question they would like to ask? I just have a few announcements to make, which, it doesn't really, it's really not for everybody, but I'm going to start this Saturday, have in-person classes where I live. I know most of you live in all kinds of faraway places, but there will be these classes, people that do live in and around New York. I will have a class. I'm going to start having a class on Saturday at 6 o'clock in the evening. I can probably fit 6, 7 people in my apartment. So if you wish to come, try and get in touch with me and can make the arrangements. Does anyone have a question they would like to ask?
I have a question, Stuart.
Yes.
Regarding my back and my upcoming surgery in a few weeks. I have been asking for healing a lot, and I will contact you also outside this class. But when a person is asking for healing and the strength to maintain in the meantime, what else can I do?
I don't know if there's anything else. Maybe the healing is this operation that you have to have. That might be the heal. I remember when I, had that situation with that young girl in my book, Leah, I opened to every single force in the universe to come and help. And it didn't have to be Eastern, Western, whatever it was. And after they did an operation on her, and I wasn't a big fan of operations, still not a big fan of operations, they came out of the operating room dancing. They had never seen anything like it. They had gotten the entire tumor. So, you don't know how healing is going to come, but you have to stay open to it. And there's Eastern, there's Western, there's Northern and Southern. There's many different types of healing, and if you're open, the universe will send what's right for you. So you shouldn't discount, look, the magical wand is whatever works, not what we think is supposed to work. So what we think is supposed to work never works. It's whatever works, whatever the universe sends us that enables us to heal ourselves, to grow spiritually. I never know from day to day what is going to work. I never know from day to day what I'm going to find in these classes. But whatever is there, my job is to make it work for me, to help me to grow, to be open, to learn from it, to allow it to come inside me and to help me to grow in my life. Because, who knows? I mean, look, the world is a place where, it's just full of improvisation. And you never know what the real answer is until it finally comes and it does what it's supposed to do. When I do healing with people, what I try to do is open them up to the possibilities of life, what life will bring to them to help them get over their situation. So maybe this operation you're going to have, you go into it with an open heart. And I mean, I had an operation. I was lying on this table just before they gave me the anesthesia. I said to them, I said, this is February 21st. It's the most important day of the year for me. The person who I was the closest to in the world died on this day. I said, don't kill me. Do your job. I told this to the doctors. I really did. Do your job. I'll never forget after I got out and they did their job. They did a very good job, And after I got out of this operation, I'm in this recovery room and one of the doctors comes in and I'm lying in bed and nice guy, we start talking. I said, the food is really terrible here. So he looks at me and he smiles and he leaves and he goes down to some, I don't know what it was, down in the base, downstairs, they have little cafeterias or whatever. And he goes and buys me a bunch of food and brings it to the hospital. I mean, it was really wonderful, It was really a very wonderful thing. I just looked at him and I started to smile. I said, thank you. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. I love that story. Thanks for what you said. I really hear you.
Keep yourself open. The universe will send what is right for you. And what is right for us is something that is outside of our imagination, outside of what we can conjure up, what we can think about. It's always some miraculous thing that happens that does the job. It's been that way most of my life, even before I met Rudy. There was always something that was, where did that come from? And suddenly it completely transformed my life. Does anyone else have a question? Okay. I'm going to have a retreat here next month, and already 8 people that have signed up for this. And also they've been graciously. They paid whatever the tuition is and all that, took care of it, and I think it's quite wonderful. And Jennifer did measurements of my apartment and came up that we can get another 4 people in this retreat. So if you plan on coming, take care of it, whatever it is. I mean, I'm not forcing people to come. 8 people will be great, But if you want to come, don't wait till February when all the places are taken and I have to say, look, I can't do it, So I think it's going to be very wonderful. I am looking forward to starting to do these in-person classes again. I haven't done them in a while. And I think they're very powerful and, and they really help people to grow. So if you can come, make a commitment. If not, it's all right. I love you. And there's still a place for you in my heart and a place for you in these classes here. But if you want to come, don't just keep procrastinating. Try to make the commitment and come. Come. Does anyone else have a question? Okay, if there are no more questions, then we'll have class tomorrow evening. Hope to see you all. God bless you all. And as again, I keep telling you all, I learned so much in these classes. I am very grateful for them. I'm very grateful for each and every one of you for being here. You are all my teacher. And I am grateful. This is a miracle that God has put into my life. And I attend all these classes, try to do my best to nurture everyone that comes. So God bless you all. There'll be a class tomorrow evening, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. Thank you.
Night, Stuart. Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you very much, Stuart.